friends, it's Sharon Luske here from My Crafty Greetings, and we're here to do a Scrappy Tales video, but specifically I wanted to show you the newest showcase of products. It's the Candlelight Christmas showcase, and Sabrina has designed some absolutely amazing products, just mind-blowing. And I wanted to show you some of the ways that you can actually take these to another level, not necessarily have them just for Christmas, but maybe have them for all year long. So I wanted to start off with A7 pop-up lantern, which is one of the main pieces that she designed for this release. You can see this gorgeous lantern here. And of course you can see I've decorated with the assorted Christmas foliage
right there.
And I'm using the lantern panels for this. So this specific die set comes with these pieces here. This is going to be the outside of your panel. You can cut this in any color that you like. It's going to pre-cut all of the openings for the lantern. Plus it has the lantern hook that goes on the top, a collection of candles, and then all these other goodies, as well as this beautiful top here, and this will fold flat. Now mine came back from Myrtle Beach, so it was a little bit worse for wear, and I designed myself a little piece to fit in the bottom just to stretch it out so I could show it to you and have it look pretty today. And you can see I did somewhat of a traditional black lantern. These would be very, very cool if you were having a party and you wanted to maybe put the seating for where people are going to be around tables. You can put a tea light inside, and if you did these in white and put a little gift inside, don't you think these would be absolutely amazing for a wedding or a baby shower? Just gorgeous. So many things you can do though, and so many extra pieces. If you're looking for candles, bows, you know, candle holders, tea lights, you name it, she's got it all here. It's a fantastic set. Also, are we not always looking for little flames to go on birthday cards? It's going to give you 4 different flames that you can use if you're going to use these for birthday cards. But I'm going to show you something else. Not only can you do the lantern with this, check this out. Of course, you know my crazy mind. I always have to have something very different. This is 2 of the lantern tops. And this, I will insert a video of this collapsing flat afterwards. But the tops are right here. And when you cut them to fold them up, this is the cutting die that does it. I have 2 pieces here. I've taken the flaps and put tape on them. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your 2 pieces, fold them flat like this so that they're back to back. And then when you take this and pop it up, you're going to tuck the sides in. Now I've got one taped side here that I left undone so that I didn't struggle with this today while I was trying to show you, because, you know, being on video and all, these are always going to be the toughest things to have to demonstrate. So I'm just going to take this one, and I'm going to tuck these sides in. And once I tuck these sides in, if we were to put a tab on here and hang this, you would have a gorgeous spinning ornament. And of course my one piece is not sticking. I knew something would go wrong with this. I just knew it. Let's just give it another little bit of reinforcement here. See if we can get it to stick together properly. Okay, there we go. So the force of this, once it's pushed inside here like that, and I can do a better tutorial video than this, but you can see here, you could easily hang this now and decorate it, woo, so that you could hang it in your Christmas tree or give it as a gift. Now, the other thing too is it's got a good space that you can hide a treat or something fun inside, a message, because when you pull these open, there you have something that will hold whatever you like. Pop it back shut, and we're back to the ornament for your Christmas tree. Cool? I thought it was pretty cool. Oh, and if you want to store it flat, you can go right back to popping it out like I had it before, and you can store it flat. So you could send it to someone and say, just pop this up and use it for your Christmas tree. This is the Basic Shapes lantern panels, and this is what I had used inside this lantern here to make those pretty cutouts. Now you can leave them just open and square if you like, but Sabrina's designed these panels to go in the lantern if you like. And they're not just useful for the lantern itself. I wanted to show you that if you wanted to do a flat card, they're very, very pretty for adding details and drama to a flat card. So you can see the two X's and then the diamond one. These hearts are from Lace Heart cover plate, and then the bells are from last year's Christmas release. And of course, you all remember the assorted leaves, my first and very favorite leaf set from Sabrina. You can add anything you want. If you wanted to do these in black, you could put Christmas details on them, you know, use a nice plaid Christmas paper. That would be gorgeous, especially if you wanted to do it on a craft cardstock. But they're lots of fun. Now, don't discount either these pieces that you can pop out because they're fabulous shapes. And if you wanted to do a stamped sentiment, this is a great shape for a stamped sentiment. And then you can easily take and add details from the extra pieces that you cut away. And maybe I should have picked a better piece than the holographic, because although it's very flashy and very fun, it's a little bit harder to see. Let me see what else I've got in here. Ah, there's a copper piece. You can see if you wanted to on a card arrange these and get some pretty spectacular looking pieces. You could also take the other cutouts here, the triangles, and use those to reestablish shapes. If you wanted to do something that looked maybe a little bit like quilting, you get the idea of all the different things that you can do with all these different pieces. And that's one of the things that I always look at when I'm doing cards is what else can we get from what we have? Is there more usefulness to this than just what the original intention of the die sets were? And these ones definitely, I see great value in so many different card styles that we can do. And hopefully I'll have some time to do a series of cards that you can do just from the basic lantern panels. These are the holiday lantern panels. Of course, you can use them in the pop-up lantern itself. They make an absolutely gorgeous accent in the lantern. But I wanted to show you that there's so many other things that you can do with these as well. Besides being able to cut out each of the elements, which isn't that a gorgeous deer? I absolutely love it. But you can pop out the tree, the deer, the snowflakes, and use them separately. Or if you want to, you can just use these to make Christmas tree ornaments. And this is just plastic that I took from a box of lettuce from the grocery store. And I've just glued on some white holiday lantern panels. And there's glitter trapped in between there. I added some string to it. And you can see how this would make an absolutely lovely ornament to gift. And if you wanted to, you could easily take this and attach it to the front of a card so someone could pull it off. I also wanted to show you that it would be a great addition if you wanted to make your own tags for your gifts this year. And you could take these tags and turn them not only from gift tags, but into an ornament where they could hang up and people could see the beautiful handiwork that you've made with that. And then there's a spot on the back where you could write the message. If you want something that's a little bit more basic than that, there's just white paper, a little bit of wrapping paper, my die cut panel, a little bit of embellishment and ribbon. And then you could easily take this piece and add it to the back of a card that would fit if you want to, or if not, you can just make it a flip over. But you can see you could write your message in here, who the gift's for, and that would give you a beautiful set of tags. And of course, you can make these tags with any of the lantern panels that Sabrina's designed. I just wanted to show you the reindeer here. And there's the Christmas tree. And this is what I was talking about, the plastic that just comes from the lettuce boxes from the grocery store. I gave him a good scrub and a polish and stuck them on here. And then I could take this and add some foam around it and backer on it, turn it into a shaker, and that could be hung on the Christmas tree as well. I just wanted to point out that this particular piece here is actually the lantern shape. So one cut of the lantern shape, and you're going to get two panels that look like this. So you can fold them in half and glue them together if you want, or you could take them and use them individually, but they make absolutely fantastic tags with the cute little top. They're the perfect size. I just love them. This is the Foliage lantern panel that you can use in the pop-up lantern. It gives you 3 panels, one with a gorgeous poinsettia, the ivy leaves, and then also the little ornaments. And I turned this one into a 5x7 greeting card using all of the panels. Oh, get it up the right side here. Using all of the panels and just stuck them on some white cardstock, layered them up. And with a 5x7, it's the perfect size for a greeting card. And of course, I like 5x7. I think it's a nicer size card, especially for Christmas. But that allows you the opportunity to really speed up your card making process, that when you're cutting these out and gluing them down, you can glue them down quickly, cut them out quickly, and you're going to have your card fronts done ASAP. And if you wanted to, I would probably put a sentiment right across here, a little small Merry Christmas, or you could put it even here in a circle. These also would make beautiful tags for the fronts of gifts if you wanted to cut them individually. And your other choice is you can always cut these out. Oh, we got a friend. We can always cut these out in any color that you want. They would look just amazing. This is the birch tree panel set, and as a Canadian, this one really warmed my heart because we have lots of rustic wilderness up north, and of course we've got moose, and it just seemed like a very Canadian kind of collection of panels. Sabrina's designed these gorgeous birch trees as well as these cute little birds here, and we also have a moose, which I just love. And this moose is a decently substantial size. And then the same thing here with the cottage or chalet style. And then she's got a die cut for the roof as well. If you look carefully in here, you can see she's also got all the little dies for the birds. And this is a set that you could use for masculine birthday cards. You could use this year round. You can do a row of houses. It's great for congratulations on a new house. You want to do a bunch of moose across a card. I specifically have something in mind for this one, and I didn't want to give that away just yet because I wanted to actually do a card using these panels and showing you something unique and different, something that gives these a lot more use than just in the lantern. These are the Santa's Village lantern panels, and they're so cute because you have these swirls of snowflakes up here, and then you've got Santa with the reindeer flying through the air, a few more swirls of snowflakes, and then you have an entire village in a snowy scene here. Sabrina's also added a little street light, couple little trees, the church, a larger house, a smaller house, and then the roof lines for these. These are great for any scene building that you might be doing with critters. If you just want to do something tiny and really cute, and if you want to make it not wintry, you want to make it summery, you can easily cut out the snowflakes and the Santa flying across and just have the little village across the back with some darker colored paper behind and some holes punched in it so that it looks like a starry night sky. I wanted to show you that the lantern doesn't have to be a lantern. It's just made it a 3 panel so that it's a little bit better sized for hanging inside a Christmas tree. And the nice thing is that this specific size, if you were to take it and lay it out in a card in a wraparound style, and I'm going to try and not wreck this while I pull it apart. Okay, I'm not going to pull it apart. But in a layout of 3 panels, this will easily go across the front of a card and then fold inside the card, be able to take it out, stick the one side together, and stick it in their Christmas tree. And you could do this with any of the sets, any type of paper. There's that beautiful cut at the top for the lantern. But again, one more use for that lantern that is not a lantern use. This die set made me tear up a little bit because I knew this is something that my Aunt Jen and Uncle Ralph, who we lost just recently, would have absolutely loved. I would have loved to have been able to send this to them. I also know my family, this is a soft spot for them. We're all church people, and both my mom and my Auntie Sharon were organists and choir directors, and this was something that was near and dear to their heart. It has the beautiful Silent Night, Holy Night sentiment here, and it has a cutout so that you can use this separately to cut holes in whatever you need, and you want to put some acetate or you want to put some some vellum behind these, but these cut out just beautifully, and the detail that Sabrina put into them is just incredible. And this is the Nativity Lantern panels. We'll go with the Festive Lantern add-on. This is what I came up with for a flat card. Just very basic, neutral color. If you wanted to color these in, they would be just gorgeous. This is the Festive Lantern add-on, and this is going to allow you to make another type of lantern that gives you a bit more control because the panels remain closed, so they stay solid, and you can cut whatever you want into it. So if you wanted to cut an oval shape in it, you could use these ovals. If you wanted to cut a fully rectangular piece out of it, you could use this rectangle here, and it would take a piece out for you. It also has this absolutely gorgeous frame here. If you wanted to take this piece and stamp a sentiment, pop this up, use the lace piece, and then insert a bunch of foliage behind, you could do a beautiful get well or sympathy card. I love that she's given us a number of dies here as well, that you can add layers together to make whatever you like. Plus, I love the lace pieces that you can get from just using this portion of the die. So if you want to just use the top portion, you can get some absolutely amazing pieces as well. And then these ovals, I always have a hard time finding ovals that have enough space in them to take a good size sentiment. And these ovals have that kind of shape, and are also the type of ovals as well that if you use this panel here, you could add a sentiment in the center and then tuck things on the outside, no problem. This is a lantern that it cuts, and all I've done here is added some snowflake paper onto it. I did it in some copper. If you wanted to just cut these individually, don't worry about the tab, just cut the two pieces together and then slice them off, slice the tab off. This would make some absolutely amazing gift tags. You could put some decoration on the top and still have room to write out the recipient's name on the top of your gifts. People would be oohing and awing over all your gift giving if that's what you were going to do. Absolutely love this style. Now the other thing too is I took the Layering Cardinals die set and added some of the assorted Christmas leaves to it. And then this is the bonus die this month that you can get if you spend a certain amount with Scrappy Tales. There's the other cardinal and one of the pine fronds from the Assorted Leaves die set. Now this would be beautiful as well if you were doing some gift giving. You could easily cut, because it would just be square, you could easily cut a square box and fit it inside here and fill it up with some sort of treats or anything like that. It's nice too because it collapses flat to go in a 5x7 envelope. If you were to cut just a little base like this, just slip that in, glue it into place, and you could add whatever you wanted in here and then have a nice tulle or organza topper with a bow on it. And that would give you the opportunity to gift give. If you didn't want to give as much, you could always move this square up higher in the box so that you had a lower, less of an inside here to have to fill. But it's absolutely beautiful. You know, this would be such a wonderful thing, and you could also do it in a trio like I showed you with the other ones. Great die set. Love how all the detail that she added and what she did with it. This is the Layering Cardinals die set and the add-on, the bonus ornament that you get this month. The Layering Cardinals die set, they are absolutely gorgeous. I love how they go together. She's thought of all of the details. And these little guys are 2.5 by a little over 1 inch, 2 3/4 by not quite 1 inch. Very nicely sized, and on top of it you still get the berries in the branch, and it gives you all of the pieces, the feet, the beaks, everything that you need to do beautiful cardinals. It's not a pricey set, but it is definitely one that you can get a lot of mileage year round, whether it's Christmas or just fall cards, even in the spring. Who doesn't love a bird? I love birds. My family loves birds. This is the A7 Pop-Up Church die set, and one of the things that I'm going to show you with this die set, besides all of the delicious pieces that are useful for more than just making this particular church, if you look at these pieces, again, this can be folded up to make another diamond shape four-sided ornament. This piece here would cut a very, very cool edge if you're looking at just making an edge. And then all of these little pieces, the windows, a little door if you wanted it for fun on the front of a house or something like that. Just very, very fun pieces. But when you actually put this all together, this is what you get. Now, I added in some of the English Village add-ons for the house. I think it was last year. These are the little trees and bows that come with it, and the little pots. And then I added on some flowers as well and some of the garland. But you can see these gorgeous little windows. Isn't that so sweet? And this will fold flat. So I've glued my roof line here, but I'll try and pop it so you can see it folded flat. And this will go into a card to be delivered. Once you take it out of its envelope, it's very easy to pop back into shape and stick back together. Now, this was featured from me in the Candlelight Christmas Instagram hop, and I'm going to encourage you to go over to Instagram and check out everyone who participated. They have some absolutely incredible designs, things that they've made with all of these products from this release, and including some products from some of the other releases as well. But the main idea is to use products from this release. It gives you so much inspiration and hopefully will help with your decision making if you're purchasing any dies for Christmas. This is the Layering Carolers die set. This is such a sweet die set, and if you have anybody who sings in your family, or you're looking for any wintry fun folks that you want to design and dress up for your Christmas cards, you know, you can do them so that they look like your family in different colors. But there's an adult female, an adult male, a little boy, a little girl, and of course, Sabrina hasn't forgotten to add in the family pet, which is a little corgi here who's howling his head off. Which is probably why the mom's got a smirky smile on her face. She's added into it all of the little pieces that allow you to make this family easy to put together and fun to paper piece and assemble. And this is the card that I came up with. And I've included the entire family here. I've also used the Halloween gate set and the forest trees add-on die, and then the winter trees from last year. And you can see how those make such a beautiful backdrop for these carolers. This is why I always want you guys to know you can use your dies for so much more than what they're originally designed for. One of my friends has done a black silhouette of the carolers on a beautiful card. That's over on Instagram as well. So I'm going to try my hand at stencils this trip around. And this is the 6x9 poinsettia stencil. Hopefully you can see that here. It is the big version of Festive Foliage lantern panels. Okay, two things that I wanted to show you was the layering church with lantern. It comes with a Christmas tree and the little street light, the church, a wreath, all the little doodads to dress the church up. And the church is a fantastic size. It's not a little church. And the tree itself, and it has all the little cutouts, so you're going to get little stars from that. But the other thing that you need to see is the 6x8 English Christmas Village stamp set. Beautiful to color. It's got the horse-drawn sleigh. It's a really good size. Lots of sentiments here. Now, the reason why this is so important is each of these on their own, if you're going to buy them together, you may as well get the Winter Flurries card kit. It is for a limited time. It is $39.95. You're going to get both of these regular size pieces, not mini size pieces for a card kit, regular size pieces. You're going to get this Flurries stencil, the Winter Flurries double-sided paper pad with 24 sheets in it. And then you're also going to get these gorgeous mixed baubles. So these are a multi-tonal navy blue pearl, and this has multiple sizes of faceted silver and then snowflakes in it. such a deal, like really. And this is going to be my first time doing a card kit. I'm excited to do this as a card kit because I've got so many ideas for what we can do. But I wanted to show you as well, if you end up ordering the lantern, there's one of the lantern panels. There is the Christmas tree. So the card kit plus the lantern, you can stick these on for the Christmas tree. You can stick it on for the church and have a beautiful lantern with a background. For your gifts, you could put the horse and carriage on there or any of these adorable little houses. There's just so much that you can do. This is an incredible release. My links are going to be down below. If there's anything that you want to check out, I will have it all listed. Yeah, I'm excited to create with this. Thanks so much for joining me today and sticking with me. If you haven't subscribed, I sure would love it if you would. Give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. Let me know if you like this kind of video, if it's valuable, or if there's things that you want to see more of. And don't forget those links below. Help support me if you use them. And I sure do appreciate everyone who has. I know you have. I see that you have. And it just warms my heart so much. So thank you for thinking of me and poking those buttons anytime you go shopping at Scrappy Tales or any of the others of the affiliates that I have, and hopefully you get some time to get crafting today. Thanks. Bye. Got to get the phone.